Tonight at the Emirates, everything feels a little heavier than usual. The stadium lights will gleam, the PA will hum, but there's an odd weight attached to this fixture that goes beyond tactics and fitness. It's history. Arsenal, for reasons that baffle fans and pundits, carry a small but stubborn record against Olympiacos on home soil, and that record has turned this match into a psychological obstacle as much as a sporting one. Mikel Arteta knows that the tools his team displayed in the Premier League and on the continent so far, the slick passing, the pressing, the hunger, have to be married to focus and a different kind of nerve change if they're going to finally erase a streak that's become an embarrassment. The narrative tonight isn't just about 3 points, it's about redemption, belief and reputation in front of an expectant Emirates crowd. The scoreboard will keep numbers, but social media will keep the story. Did Arsenal finally set themselves free, or did they hand another chapter to a disturbing little hoodoo? Squad reality shapes the story. Arsenal will not have some of the attacking names fans hope to see. Long-term absences mean the manager must manage personnel and expectations in equal measure. That shortage hands responsibility to the returning figures and to the players who have carried form into this week. Martin Ødegaard's return is the most obvious pivot. When he's on the pitch, he becomes both metronome and morale engine, the player who sees passes other players simply can't, and the captain who must convince a stadium that belief is not optional. Behind him, the centre-back pairing, with William Saliba at its core after his public commitment to the club, offers the stability Arteta will need to push forward without panic. Saliba's recent contract extension is a reminder that Arsenal are building for the long term, even as they fight in evenings like this for short-term meaning. Tactically, expect Arteta to thread the needle between control and aggression. With his forwards limited by injury, the balance will likely tilt toward midfield dominance and quick, incisive transition. Victor Gyökeres, as the primary fit striker, must press intelligently, hold the ball and bring teammates into play. His link-up will determine whether Arsenal can sustain pressure or get sucked into sloppy counters. Olympiacos will not act as a friendly. They travel with confidence and approaches that have troubled bigger clubs in past European nights. They will look to frustrate, to hit on the break, and to use set-piece moments to create doubt. Arsenal's focus has to be relentless. Every square pass, every second ball, every defensive header will carry more meaning because the margin for letting this hoodoo fester again is narrow. There are also quiet subplots worth watching. The leadership in the dressing room, the way Arteta adjusts his bench in the second half, and how the crowd's energy ripples into performance. In matches like this, the noise is not background, it is an active player. If the Emirates roars with belief early, Arsenal can breathe easier. If the stadium grows tense, that energy translates into desperation and mistakes. That intangible is what turns otherwise equal teams into victors or vanquished. For the younger players, this is a lesson in mental toughness. For the established internationals, this is a moment to step up and flatten a narrative that has dogged them. Win or lose, the consequences are immediate. A positive result reinforces Arsenal's status in the group and fuels momentum back into domestic competition. It sends a message that the Gunners are no longer a side who wilt under odd historical weight. A poor showing hands Olympiacos a headline and hands Arsenal a new question mark about their ability to close out supposedly straightforward nights. But right now, before a whistle blows, the only thing that matters is the belief you can manufacture inside 90 minutes. That is why Martin Ødegaard's presence matters, why Saliba's composure matters, and why every player stepping onto the Emirates turf tonight must treat this as a defining passage rather than another fixture on a calendar. So tune in, feel the tension, and watch how a club wrestles with its past under the floodlights. This is more than a Champions League game. It is a small drama that could recalibrate a season. If Arsenal want to write a new paragraph in their European story, tonight is the night to do it.